We have daily help. We have mostly educators because that seems, at the ages that our kids are now, that seems to be very helpful. The crunch of the day is after school and getting through homework and giving baths and trimming fingernails and things that don't require a nursing degree. We have help at least 3 to 4 hours a day. Some days we have help 6 or 8 hours a day. It just depends on how many kids are home. We've had one child home on homebound services for the past, most of this school year. So that's been an additional body home every day. Our older girls are both in school. Our little ones now all three go a half day, and that helps. But it's still, even just the time to take everybody to different schools and drop everybody off and pick everybody back up is enough to keep one person busy. With medically fragile children, you have days of respite per month that they recommend that you use. You have to find yourself someone who's going to take your children, or I always felt like in a typical family, we would not farm our children out to somebody 3 days out of every month. That makes no sense to me. That's not what being a family is. We're not going to do it that way because we want them to feel every bit a part of our family. And yet I realized I have to have a break. And so we kind of use our respite days a little bit differently, and we have help come into our home and stay with the kids who are a little bit more challenging, and that gives us time, one-on-one time with kids who want to go to ball games and want to go. We have some who don't go to the movies because they absolutely don't sit still, or they don't start happily screaming through the whole movie, and nobody around you appreciates those things. So we try to make sure that what we usually use our respite for is so that we can take the kids who can do other things and spend time with them doing family things, and yet that leaves the kids who can't, the kids who need time with another caregiver, because mom needs for them to have time with another caregiver. They stay at home. They don't go somewhere else or to some random set of foster parents they've never met. We do whatever has to be done for them to be able to stay in their own home, because that's continuity for them. It's comfortable to them. It makes more sense to me for them to be a part of a family and to feel like our family if they don't have to leave our home. And yet I know I need time away. Maybe not, once a week, but at least on some sort of a regular basis, I need to feel like I'm nurturing my other kids who have greater ability to participate in things. We don't plan a whole lot of family vacations, not as a whole family. We tend to take everybody everywhere we go, but that's another place where we use our respite, and we'll pay a day's worth of respite to take a sitter with us. And that sitter is solely responsible for the child with the most difficult behavior. And if we all decide to go out to eat and it doesn't go well, then they can take the child who's most difficult and they can go, walk around or rock on the front porch or play checkers, and we don't ruin everybody else's outing because we have difficulties. We use our respite for those kinds of things so that we can function as a family to the best of our ability, even though some things are challenging to accomplish.